Hi guys, my name is Devansh and I'm gonna talk about being vegetarian. If we look around the world, it's filled with comforts, luxury, all sorts of happiness. We can afford everything if we have a credit card, money. We can go to supermarket and buy whatever we want to have. We can also give away the money for charity and do good, which is really good. But aren't we missing a point here? The point is that we generate our revenue, our money, by utilizing our natural resources, but we cannot regenerate our natural resources with that money. See, honestly, the global population is increasing, global climate is changing, and our precious natural resources are depleting faster than ever. The time is not far away where we will suffer a serious food shortage. But what can be done to control this massive food shortage in future? We need to bring change in our type of food we eat by being a vegetarian. It has become as a standard eating habit of having a big portion of meat on the plate with some calories, some carbohydrates, some vegetables on the side. But do we know how many resources do we lose in producing that loaf of meat on the plate? Actually, grains are often used to feed livestock, but it takes around 100,000 liters of water to produce 1 kilogram of grain-fed beef, where 1 kg of wheat takes only 900 liters. Not only this, the fertilizers we use to grow grains eventually lost to the various water bodies, causing harm to the marine life and coming back in our food cycle. To grow these large quantities of crops, deforestation and soil degradation is happening, where all the vital nutrients from the soil is consumed by the crops. The animal manure, which is released by the animals, release methane in the environment, which is 25 times more effective in warming the planet than carbon dioxide does. We also utilize or consume large amount of oil in the transportation of grains from various corners of the world to the cattle farms, and then transporting those cattle from the farms to the various parts of the world. So, I guess by the time we have realized that how much of our vital resources we are consuming for the plate of meat, which is just quite tasty. But does that taste good enough to spoil our natural resources? See, according to World Resource Institute, the growth in food production has been greater than the population growth since 1961 to 2005. We are actually producing enough grains and other food products to feed the entire population in the world. But most of them are lost in producing meat and leaving many hungry people behind. If we start to follow a vegetarian diet, it will solve a great problem of food crisis in many countries. But I know many of you must be thinking, what's wrong with this guy? Why should I be vegetarian? I'm not a goat. What about my protein diet? What about the protein that my body needs? But the truth is that the lifestyle we are living in the modern world does not require a lot of proteins for our body. We are not anymore in the age where everything was done by muscle power. The need of protein is being taken over by machines. We do not do a lot of physical activities to use that protein, and not everybody from us is a professional bodybuilder, I guess. On the other hand, a high protein diet leads to a faster depletion or the aging of our body, because it produces amino acids and release free radicals that makes us look older than we actually are. According to reports by US Departments of Agriculture and US Departments of Health and Human Services, a vegetarian diet leads to a lower level of obesity and reduces the risk of cardiovascular diseases and diabetes. A vegetarian diet is little different than a typical vegan diet. A good vegetarian diet can be maintained with a combination of dairy products and eggs, which can supply with enough proteins and other nutrients that is only found through animal resources. According to different studies in Western countries, there are 34% less cases of ischemic heart diseases in lacto-ovo vegetarians than regular meat consumers. You know, if we think logically, a kilo of meat we consume keeps hundreds of other hungry and many more without water. Do you really think a well-done steak on your plate is worth keeping many poor children hungry? Which is ultimately not good for the environment and your health as well. Most of the common issues that Americans are suffering are from obesity, diabetes, and heart diseases, all because of our taste buds and nothing more. And who said that vegetarian food is not tasty? It is healthy, tasty, eco-friendly, and social-friendly concept of diet. A change cannot be brought in one day, but a change can start from you. Thanks for your time. I wish you a good day. Bye.